is that if we all come together and unilaterally donate money to this cause, even though it's not enough, because I know personally that thousands of dollars have already been spent of personal money. Someone has their money that they're putting it in for, guess what? Our boys. Okay? They're coming out and they are saying, listen, we can help you. And when I look at this program and I see what it's doing and I meet some of the young fellas, I know how serious it is and how needed it is. So therefore, when I, stop and I do the thing for let's donate, let's see what we can do, I'm listening to all of you. This signal goes into over 30 million homes. This is a drive time station. We're in a flagship station. We're down here on Wall Street, the financial district in New York, one of the most influential parts in the world, Wall Street. And so when we just thank God that we have this platform and we can let our listenership know exactly what we're doing and how we can band together. Because if we band together, we can all stamp this out.
Right, that's the key, working together. And perhaps we can get some persons who are taking advantage of the clicksters opportunity. Maybe some of them might say, well, look, sure, you can
Well, see, this is Minister Greg. He's something else. As you heard me a little earlier, I was talking about the program Clicksters. Now, Clicksters has been around for a little while, but it never got lit, meaning that it wasn't funded, and it was in what they call beta programs. Okay, so now these things have been worked out, and I've been given the ability to be able to give out over $1 million. That's right, $1 million. So therefore, I'm going to be telling you a lot about the Clicksters program in the hour to come. But right now, while we have our coach, Coach Brown here, she's going to make a couple of announcements. But I want to get right back over to Brother Harris, because we thank God for this man. He has a lot of knowledge, and he is doing it. He's not just talking about it.
Right.
He's doing it, and this is how we can.
All right, Coach Brown is coming on.
Yes, Coach Brown.
Okay, because I want to ask her a question. Coach Brown, is your book on Amazon as well?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, Coach Brown.
Yes.
Let me just throw this real quick. I know you text me and asked me, did I receive my book yet?
Yes.
We have, get this, 8 foot of snow.
Oh, wow.
Around in my yard and around my mailbox, so they haven't been able to put mail in the box because we have so much snow up in Pennsylvania. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I have snow that I have to, when I open my door, you won't even be able to see me or see my car. It's that high over the cars. So they haven't been able to deliver yet, but eventually I'll probably get it, and everybody's telling me it's a great read.
Yeah, well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Yes. Minister Hall, what did you want to say?
I was saying that I did receive my book. I have not started reading it yet, only because I had it mailed to my father's address. That's a whole other story.
I received 2 books. I received my 2 books. I started reading it.
I appreciate
The Unending Love of a Father.
Praise God.
Thank you.
Well, you guys are making me, I'm a little envious at this point. I have not got mine. But Coach Brown, go ahead, make that announcement. Let everybody know that's listening about you and about how they can get their book also and how we can support you too.
Right. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. Just to be among men extraordinaire, what you're doing, self first, character, family, and then for the community. I am a consultant, a trainer, speaker, certified life coach. And my second book is actually on Amazon's #1 best-selling author, and that's Kingdom Builders in Business. And it's actually a compilation of 12 writers. The book that I'm promoting more so right now this season, because as Mr. Walker said so eloquently, you can go and save the community, but if you lose your home and to just provide them resources and money, that's not enough. And because myself and so many others have grown up without their father, I penned this book, The Unending Love of a Father. Currently, we are running a special. You want to get it discounted up until March. So that's like 5 more days where you can actually, if I hand deliver it to you, you can get it for 1343, and by mail 1693. After March, it does go back up to 1499, and by mail, so on and so forth. And but my goal and my passion is to help in development. So we are running a great special where you can get 15 minutes of free consultation where you can talk about issues, but because I'm solution oriented, we want to help you to provide a solution. So give me a call at 862-205-9077. Thank you very much.
No, you got to give that number again.
Give that number again. Give it slower.
Okay, I was trying to do it, Brother Gary. Taught me 30 seconds. Okay. 862-205-9077. You can reach me, Morel Brown, and you can also additional resources on my website, www.morelbrowninc.com. My first name is spelled Moreale.
Now, I want to point out what she's saying, which is I want everybody to understand this. She is a super advisor, super coach, super helper of people. And she's giving 15 minutes of her time for free to anyone. Okay, you can contact Willie. We'll get you in touch with her. You can contact her at her website. But if you have any issue, business, personal, church related, doesn't make a difference.
Right.
An issue is an issue that she's in the coach at helping them. Give her, she'll give you her 15 minutes. It's your 15 minutes of fame with Morel Brown.
Yes.
Take your 15 minutes of fame. Of fame. No, hey.
That's all right, Brother Gary. You go ahead. Take your time. Take your time.
When you spend 15 minutes with me, it's painful. But when you spend it with her, it's fame. Back to you, Willie.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, we just want to thank God for all of the great people that He put in our space and on this team, on our team to get things done. And I'm just excited to be a part of it. And again, we want to just get back over to with our brother
Harris Walker.
Our brother Walker, and we want to thank our brother Gary for doing such an excellent job for facilitating this with the Zoom and all of the different platforms. And we just want to say thank you. And I'm hoping that our Dr. Khanna will be joining us very shortly.
Yes, 4:30. Well,
okay,
he'll be coming on at 4:25, but then we'll go live at 4:30.
Okay, great. Can you hang with us, Mr. Walker? I'm sorry, Mr. Harris?
Sure, yeah.
Oh,
that's
excellent.
The great thing about being the boss.
Is your name Walker Harris or Harris Walker?
Harris Walker.
Okay.
Two last names, unheard of middle name, and I'm a junior, so it's all bad.
Great.
It's all good.
Our brother, Minister Harris Hall, was telling us a little bit about some of the people that you've had to do business with. Were you telling me not necessarily do business? Some of the people that he knew, like Kalama, Miss Harris, our
former President Obama,
and so I'm just saying it's amazing how you speak to people, and someone always said you're 3 people away from somebody famous. Some say, but don't get me to talking.
6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of separation.
And because it's just because I know so many people. God bless me. That's all I can say. God has blessed me in my life to put me around these people. I mean, like it's funny. I tell people, Gladys Knight was my babysitter.
Whoa. Did she send you?
I was that kid. I was that kid at Ebenezer Baptist Church that interrupted Martin Luther King's speech, and they went to look for him because he got lost.
Oh my goodness!
So, I've been from like my dad
But
said.
did she sing to you when she was babysitting? Did she sing to you, Gladys Knight?
I was a baby. I was an infant then.
No,
I don't.
no, you
I
got
don't
to say
remember
yes.
that
You got to say
part,
yes. Of course she did. I got it on tape.
I can bet she did. Like, be quiet. Okay, let me just sing to you. Maybe you'll go to sleep or something.
That's really amazing.
And I lived all over the country. I mean, I've been to I lived in every state except for Alaska. Every major city. I'm not talking. I'm known in different parts of the country actually by different nicknames. So it was kind of easy when when I retired. I came back into working. I started in car sales in Fairfield.
Oh, I've been in car sales.
Oh, well, hey, I taught
me
sales all
too.
my life. Car sales is taking orders. That's not selling. And I tried to tell these guys this. And I made a little bet with like everybody that I'll beat them by the end of the month. And I've never sold cars before. 2 weeks
Mr.
later.
Harris, this is Greg Hall. I just want to share with the audience because maybe you're too modest to share this with them. I believe you shared with me that you retired at age 31, but yet you work 12 to 16 hours a day. Not because you have to, but because you choose to, to just do the work that needs to be done in terms of helping to make the world a better place.
I retired at 31, but I retired helping people. I mean, I grew up. And then, like I said, I hired hardcore unemployables. My dad did the same. There's people who owe their millions that they have today to me or my dad that are in business today. My godfather was one of the biggest black realtors in the state of New York, commercial realtor. I know Donald Trump. I've been knowing Donald Trump since I was 15 years old.
Whoa.
My dad played golf with him, and my dad also told me never to do business with him. But okay. Listen to your parents.
Leave that one alone.
Listen to your parents, And actors, movie stars. I partied with some of the biggest names. I was in music for a minute. But yeah, I wanted to be that father. I couldn't have my children growing up in the Bay Area without supervision.
Mr. Harris, Mr. Harris.
Yes.
I just want to throw this in real quick. I know time has spent a little bit, but what bothers me a lot, I commute from New York to Jersey and then to Pennsylvania. My problem is every time I come to Penn Station, I step over and around about 20 to 25 older people and some younger. They're laying out on the ground on the cardboard boxes. They have makeshift pillars, and I'm talking about in the snow. And when the temperature is freezing, and these people are out there and they're homeless, it's bothering me to the point where I tell you I get mad every time I come and I pass by these people. What can we do to help this situation, because it's throughout the country?
Mm-hmm. First thing we have to remember they're human. Second thing you have to remember these used to be your friends, neighbors, and family, because most people who are homeless, they tend to stay in the area they're familiar with. You see, that's why you see people who used to make money and thought, and this goes back to the retirement scenario, et cetera, where they thought they had it made because they had retirement. They were almost through paying for their homes, et cetera, and the economy surpassed their income. So they living in motorhomes and campers on the same streets in front of the home they used to own. You see, so we lost a lot, and America got hurt because of greed. And if we can eliminate the greed, then this world would be so far advanced. It would be so far. But okay, but we can't, because you have to buy your way to live in America. You have to pay your way to live in America. And the thing about it, I'm glad you said you noticed that, because see, it became so commonplace to us. Like it's like when you drive down the street and you look at a tree and that the city put up by a parking space or a parking meter. It's normal. You don't even pay attention no more. To see tents all up and down the street or underneath the highway, that's normal. You don't even pay attention no more. You see, so we have to stop it from being normal and realize that these people are not just trash. They're not. Now I'm not going to say just trash. They're not trash. They're people, but they have no opportunities because you blocked everything. Once they lost their home, if they didn't have a job, most likely they won't find one. So how are they going to get back? Okay, if they don't have a permanent address, if they don't have help, if they don't have somebody who cares, and just respect them for life, you don't have to know them. It's a human life. And most of these people, like you said, are 40 and 50 years old. That is the highest demographic. Now, first thing, they have skills. So let's remember that part. You've been on this planet 30, 40 years. You got some work skills doing something. And if not, I got a job for you still, because it's called recycling. You know the difference between this and the glass bottle, right? Okay, you can work. So my thing was to take what we throw away, rescue that, put that back where it's needed. We may sell a little bit at a little flea market.
Gary, this is Surajit.
Yep, I know. I see you. We have Dr. Khanna on now. Willie, is it okay if we kind of introduce him?
Brother Harris. I'm just thanking God that you have a heart for that, and that's bothering me. But we have our Dr. Khanna here just joining us, and we're going to introduce him. And this is the one I was telling you about that created the initiative that's helping our community like you would not believe.
So I want to introduce him. He could only join on the phone today for a little while. He will. You said, Harris, you need to connect with people in the government. Dr. Khanna will be in the government. I am going to show a short 6-minute video that describes the initiative, if you don't mind, because I think it's just in a nice short way. But before I show it, I just want to introduce Dr. Surajit Khanna. This is Harris Walker. He is the CEO of Hand and Hand Foundation.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Mr. Walker. And hi, Gary. And hi, Brother Willie. Anybody else, if I miss, I apologize because I can't see anybody on the Zoom. I joined on the phone. And thank you very much for having me here. And I really want to thank the audience for listening to this initiative. Brother Willie and Brother Gary has been doing a wonderful job bringing this initiative to all of you. And we definitely need your support and blessings so that we can move this initiative to every town and village. And thank you, Mr. Walker, for joining in and listening to this initiative. This initiative actually we started. It's almost now 6-7 months. And this is mainly concentrating at this moment the post-incarcerated young adults, those who are coming out of jail, especially the underserved. That means the African American community, those who are always been neglected, and they're young adults. When they come out, they are not been treated the way they should be treated, because they have a label in the back saying that, they are post-incarcerated or ex-incarcerated individuals, and so they do not get this privilege, that privilege. Why? Why can't they get privilege that normal young adults would get? Well, they made a mistake. I understand that. For that, they paid for it. They were in jail. They got their punishment. They come out. When they come out, they should be treated equally like everybody else. They should have their own decent life. They should be given opportunity to get a better life. better career, better life, and better citizen. Because we don't take care of them, that's why they have been in record 55% recidivism is there. They go back to the jail because they don't get equal treatment. And that's the reason why this initiative we started, and we've been really successful because we started our first house in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. We are in the process of in Elizabeth, New Jersey, in Harlem, in many others, which I'm not going to brag about that right now because Gary is going to show the video so everybody can see and hear that what this initiative is doing right now. We are not speaking; we are doing right now, and it was so fortunate that we have people like Mr. Walker listening to this, joining, and we need everybody's support. Last Friday we had audience. I'm sure you know that every Friday from 3 to 4. Brother Willie has given us a spot where we do come and talk nothing but about this initiative, and we have wonderful guests, those who come and they join, they endorse this initiative. Last Friday we had the pleasure and honor of having the ex-governor of New York, Mr. David Patterson, who joined us, and he is like fabulous gentleman. He gave us a lot of endorsement, lot of good vibes, and definitely, this initiative is taking to the next toll, and it cannot go to anywhere if we don't need your support. Because if we get your support, that means what? We can make changes to these individuals, those who need help. So we're going to give them everything. So that's my spiel because I always get excited about this. And again, I really heard good things about Mr. Walker. I was listening to your because it's been live streamed in the YouTube and all other social channels. So I did hear you a little bit about it, and I'm excited that I hope we can find a way where we can work together for this initiative. Not for me. It is for the young adults, those who need a better life, and they do deserve a better life. Yes, Gary, I turn it to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Khanna. We're excited. We're working very hard to this, but let me show you the video, and then I want to turn it over for an open conversation between Harris Walker and Dr. Khanna. So let's show the video first. It's just 6 minutes long. And isn't it about time we stop the revolving door of arrest and rearrest in underserved communities? Young adults, once arrested, are rearrested 55% of the time in just 12 months. The current system does not help them get out of a life of crime once released. Once a young person is arrested, the opportunities such as finding work, finding housing, are almost non-existent. This creates a loss of hope and frequently leads to depression. Due to setbacks, they find themselves mentally incarcerated. In other words, being free from physical jail, but being mentally imprisoned. Many are forced back into a life of crime, and unfortunately, some even commit suicide. The Juvenile Justice Reformation Act concentrated on reducing crime before incarceration and for protection of inmates while incarcerated, but provided little direction for post-incarcerated young adults. Dr. Khanna saw this and felt the lack of support for post-incarcerated young adults. Therefore, he launched his ReturningYouth.com initiative to provide them with proper housing, medical and psychological assistance, short-term job training, career counseling, and peer support to improve their lives. Dr. Khanna tailored this initiative with a loving, holistic approach because he believes the missing link in their lives is this love and support. This is what Dr. Khanna has to say about this initiative.
This initiative provides young adults with a pathway to be reintegrated into society, pursuing a new and productive life after being released from incarceration. My wish is to change society's perspective on young adults so they recognize value and flourish in their own communities.
We have launched this initiative in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and are finalizing the housing there. We have established a relationship with the Director of Police, the Chief of Police, and the Deputy Director of the Housing Authority. In addition, we have received authorization from njstart.gov and the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation, DVR, as an authorized employment service vendor. We have also successfully implemented a returningyouth.com house in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, in Monroe County. We have a home there with 3 post-incarcerated young men. Denzel.
Anyone out there that's struggling to find themselves, I recommend that you find someone that's this program because I feel as if it can help you just like it helped me.
Julio.
It's a very good opportunity. It's a big opportunity, actually. I'm looking forward to this.
David.
Well, I like everything about this program. That teaches me to stay out of trouble and stay focused on my career.
Along with a house manager, a case manager, and relationship manager. These young men are committed to transforming their lives to becoming productive citizens by enrolling themselves in this initiative. This initiative has established partnerships with several companies assisting us to create jobs for these individuals. Most recent partnership includes Windsor CDL Driving School in Linden, New Jersey. Here is Abiodun Oleawe.
I'm Abiodun Oyewole, and I am supporting Dr. Khanna's Returning Youth organization. And I think it is very important, it's very vital that young men who have been incarcerated have an opportunity to reshape their lives.
Here is Donna Hilton.
I served 27 years in New York State's maximum security prison for women. Programs like Dr. Khanna's Returning Youth is extremely important, especially for young adults.
Here is Benny Tillman.
When I heard about Dr. Khanna's program, I was very encouraged to think that America is blessed to have this program, Returning Youth. This is going to be something very beneficial for society. So I would highly encourage everyone to please join with us. This is a wonderful opportunity.
Ariana Ramsey is a young African-American woman from the inner city of Philadelphia, Ivy League student, a Team USA women's rugby team member, and in training for the 2021 Tokyo Olympics.
And here goes Ramsey. Ramsey, the college student, takes a pass from Alona Marr, and Alona Marr sets her up for a try. Ariana Ramsey dots down again. She's having quite a weekend.
I know some young adults who actually came out of incarceration. This is what this initiative is about. It's about giving back. As an Olympian, that's what I need to be doing.
In putting together the core team, we selected highly qualified individuals from diverse ethnic and professional backgrounds who have a desire to give back to society. Myself, Clem Yaboa, Mike Azemian, Willie Sanders, Jesse Levine, Michael Islam, John Marks, Prahet Soni MD, and Eric Braven MD are all joining Dr. Surajit Khanna. His team is dedicated to bringing a change to society by transforming post-incarcerated young adults to be great citizens by helping them recognize their own value as they re-enter society. Dr. Khanna and his team are dedicated to uplifting these young adults to their full potential and changing society's perception towards post-incarcerated individuals on the whole. In addition, we are also in the process of launching Harlem, New York, Brooklyn, New York, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Maryland, Delaware, Montana, and Seattle, Washington.
I'm proud to be part of this initiative. My message to the young people coming out of incarceration is that do not let your period of incarceration define who you are.
We're transforming young post-incarcerated adults to productive lives for themselves, their families, and their community. Please go to returningyouth.com or call 302-746-2311. Let's make a difference for the future of this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Dr. Khan, I want to turn it over to you and Harris Walker. But Harris, any thoughts about that video?
Yeah, first thing, actually, I love the whole video because it's the same thing that I look at. We have to be able to house our children. We have to be able to protect them. We have to be able to educate them. We have to have a pathway for them to become all they can be. You see, and it doesn't take a lot. It just takes the love and the care. What would you do with if this was your child? I can't make it more simpler than that. Wouldn't you protect your own child? Don't you want your child to be the best? Just because this child didn't come from your loins doesn't mean it's your child. That's all in your heart.
What we're trying to do, and Willie is helping us, and Dr. Khanna jumping in anytime. At this point, we are trying to raise funds, and we need someone with your expertise, because you've done this before, you are doing it, and you've established what you call self-sustaining models. We like that. We like self-sustaining models. You said, well, you don't beg people anymore. You retired at 31 years old. You just work because you love it. But we need someone with that kind of help and expertise. And Dr. Khanna, I want to just have you jump in.
Thank you very much, Gary, to bring it up, and thank you, Mr. Walker. You brought up two good points, which that's the reason why I wanted this initiative.
Spanish. To accept the call, press 1. To replay the message, press 2. To reject this call, press 3. To place this call on hold, press 0.
Gary?
I don't
to accept
know where
the
that's
call,
coming from.
press
Gary.
1. To replay the message, press 2. To reject this call, press 3. To place this call on hold, press 0.
Well, is that you, Gary? Is this coming through?
To
loud and
accept the
clear?
call, press 1. To replay the message, press 2. To reject this call, press 3. To place this call on hold, press 0.
Okay. Just bear with us. We are apologizing for a few technical...
You have rejected this call. To set your status to available, press 1. To available last resort, press 2. To not available, press 3.
I'm trying to find out where's that coming
Somebody
from.
was adding on the phone.
To set your status to available, press 1. To available last resort, press 2.
Okay, it's someone making a call. Okay, is everybody back?
Yeah, well, we lost Dr. Khanna. Unfortunately, I apologize. We lost Dr. Khanna.
Okay.
I'll jump in from here. Your self-sustaining model is what we're interested in. We're interested in any, as Dr. Khanna said, we've only been in this 6, 7, 8 months. He is going to be working for a government. His responsibility is going to grow to pre-incarceration, safety during incarceration, and post-incarceration, what we're doing now. We're looking for partners. We're not sure what those partners look like. There could be board members. They could be people who raise money. They could be people who come up with ideas for self-sustaining models. I've been volunteering, by the way, for 22 months now to get this thing off the air. Willie's been volunteering. Dr. Khanna's been 22 months. Clem Yaboa has been volunteering 22 months. So there's no salary for any of us because we believe we want to make an effect here. This is real. Here's Dr. Khanna. He's coming back.
Gary, sorry we got kicked out.
Yes, you're back. That's fine. It's been covered. We had a side conversation. It worked very good. I think Harris and you, I just want you two to talk.
Yeah, what I was saying, I really appreciated, Mr. Walker making two comments, which that's the reason why I feel that this initiative is a little different, because all it needs is give the people or the young adults love and care. And you rightly picked up, Mr. Walker, the love and care. All they need is love and care the way they should be needing it, love and care. And the other thing, which you brought it up, that they all needs to be treated equal, like children. I mean, they're our own children. Okay, why is different? Why it would be different if they did not come from the same mother's womb, but it came out from some mother's womb? So I like both of your observation and comments on this, and that's why we would like to, have you and support. Please support this. Please bless this. Please allow this to be spread to everybody, whoever needs it, and we want to be there. And with your support, I think we can definitely do it. And I really appreciate your comment.
Thank you. I just created. It takes us to make it work. Like I said, I tell people, you're either going to spend a dime or time. Which one you want to do? But nothing moves unless we move. But we've been moving unorganized against each other. I mean, why are there over 1,000 breast cancer nonprofits? They won't work together because they're scared, oh, I'm going to lose my donor or I'm going to lose this. So if it's money, then how about creating ways where we can fund it without you having to give us money? And we're helping other things. So this is what I mean by being self-sufficient. Right now, okay, on February 28th, I have a fundraiser, nationwide fundraiser, one day with Panda Express. Now, we know all these restaurants are hurting right now. We know people are hurting. So this helps Panda Express get customers, keep people working. This also donates to our program from the funds that we can raise for people using our code that day. And all you did was go out and enjoy a nice meal at Panda Express. Online delivery is all online because you have to use that code online to order. But we're eating together. So if I can get as many people as I can for one day to fellowship together, that one day, if we can't agree together, can we eat together? Can we just, for the better good? I'm not telling you if you don't like Panda Express, I'm sorry. You don't have to order Panda Express, but tell somebody. Before you get ready to go shopping online or while you're even in the store. Remember HHF Mall. It ain't going to cost you anymore. That's one thing I can guarantee you. So I wanted to create ways of funding that people can be a part of. And you're helping just to do what you do normally. Cans for Kids is a free recycle program for businesses because I didn't think it was fair for the recycling companies and garbage companies to charge for doing what's right. Then let's look at the economic end of it. You can all recycle. Everything is recyclable. Everything is recyclable. So it has a financial benefit to it too, which supported Hand in Hand Foundation for over 14 years. And I haven't took a salary from Hand in Hand Foundation in 14 years. I'm not rich no more. Money goes. But I got rid of all the trappings because I realized my Rolls Royce that I had is just a car. I know the big house I lived in is just a house, and I didn't even use 1/10 of the space. I was fooled. Like I said, we kind of have to forget to help these problems. We got to forget some of the things they taught us because they taught us wrong. They taught us to not love each other and to be scared and afraid of each other for what somebody theorized about a whole group of people. And that's not just black and white, that's red and yellow, that's black and pink, whatever. We have to stop. One thing about the pandemic that was good, the only bad thing really was that people had to die. That was the only bad thing because it made people stop for a minute. It made people think, made people pay a little bit more attention and realize something ain't right. But they can't figure it out. That's why we have such a big divide. They can't figure out what's right. So let's forget all that. Let's concentrate on the basics. So that's what I did. Recycling. One, we got to keep a clean planet. It helps fund our children's program and help gather things that we can give back to the public. Shopping, because you have to do that anyway. So why not do it through us? But the Healthy Homes. The Healthy Homes is a linchpin program. because everybody needs a place to stay. I can't help the parents reduce their cost of living until I attack their largest cost of living, which is your household, your rent. So to build affordable, self-sustaining homes where you don't pay utilities, so you save money by living in the home, you save money by renting the apartment home. It's a safer structure. The structures are even basically bulletproof. It's healthier for you because your air and water is pure and cleaned or sterilized. We have no gas running to the properties, period, because gas is dangerous in so many different ways. We got rid of all your old tech, central air, your old water heaters. You have unlimited hot water. As long as the water's running, you can go on vacation, come back, it's still running hot. It never stopped. Even your water is even sustainable because it's made from air. And once you buy the machine, all you're doing is replace your filter every 6 months. I want to build structures that you don't have that are zero maintenance. You don't have to do anything. You shouldn't even change a light bulb in this home for at least 20 years. You never would have to paint it unless you just want to change the color. The design of the home is designed to be off the ground. That helps protect against adverse weather conditions, fire, et cetera, et cetera. So, but funding, there we go again, back to funding again, because everybody needs funding. Because, like I said, you're going to either have to give a dime or time. Funding through us, I tried to make it simple and try to make it as part of your everyday life. Funding for other nonprofits, they want you to donate. Sure, if you want to donate, donate. We had donations. I think we received about $7,000 in donations in like 14 years. And it helped, trust me. But I sent over $140,000 in 2019 in goods and supplies to Texas, Florida, California, Alabama, and New York. You see? So looking at the programs that the doctor has, I'm all for everything because you're doing the same thing I'm doing. We're doing it, but we need to do it together. So now we can build our homes faster and with more structure. Now we can create schools to teach these people who coming out of these ex-prisoners, teach them a trade that is a viable trade: plumbing, recycling, electrical, welding, etc. Then there's not only the skilled job sector that's already out there, we have an unskilled job area, the labor area, which is more of the separations, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But we could create a job for anybody because the whole idea is to be sustainable. And the only way to be sustainable is to keep growing, keep people working. But one day it will reach a point because technology is taking over everything. Technology is going to take over almost every labor job. But when that time comes, at least we know by then we should have created a sustainable sustainable world, really, because everybody's pushing green. But we need to have a sustainable world for the people, not just for the ones in power, the ones who have all the big bucks, the ones who can buy politicians. You need to eat. You need to eat. All of us need to eat. We all need to have a safe home. We all need to be around more family oriented. We all need to stop stressing so much. And our stress is all about money. These people who are in jail, 90% of them are in jail for financial crimes.
Well, Harris, I want to say that Dr. Khanna's he's got to get going. We'd like to connect with you. I think, will you have his contact information?
I really thank Mr. Walker. I think what you just described, I've been listening, and yes, we have a lot of things in common. The strength is to join hand and do it, because it's not for you alone or not for me alone. It's for the people, or especially the young adults, those who need this program. We need, and I've been telling everybody that we got to change their perspective. The community people, they need to change the perspective that these children or these young adults, they're not here for handouts. They're here to get the opportunity. Like you said, we can create jobs. We can engage them. We can train them. That's all they need. They need the love and care and the opportunity so that they can function. Once they work, they will get the dollar they need. We don't have to give them, what's it called, welfare. We don't want to give them anything that, they deserve it, so we'll give them free. No. They will earn it. And we are teaching them how to earn it, the life skill, the job skill, all these things which they will be getting it. And you know what? You are hitting in the right direction, and I appreciate that. You are trying to collaborate. We all need to work together. It's not no pride here. It's not my thing. It is not your thing. It is our thing. We need to work together to make it happen. I really want to work together so that we can. It's not about the fundraising. It's not about about the money here. Money is there, will be there, but it is about the same mindset, working together and moving forward to give the opportunity so that we can keep the doors open. And Mr. Walker, thank you very much for sharing your input. Thank you very much for allowing to listen to this. And I've no words enough to thank you that we all need to work together to make this happen.
Yes.
So thank you, Gary, and thank you, Brother Willie, for inviting me. And please, let us tell the audience that this is one-time life opportunity for them to work and make a difference to the community. Like Mr. Harris was saying, Mr. Walker was talking about the pandemic. Well, good things happen in pandemic that we are uniting together. Besides, we lost a lot of life. But besides that, we are all a small world. Okay, it proved that we all can work together and make this happen. And Gary, thank you very much for having me. And unfortunately, I got to log off. And please extend any type of communication with Mr. Walker so that we all can join the team and work together.
Thank you. Of course, Willie, we'll include you in that conversation. If we can just schedule something for all of us to talk, that would be very appreciated.
Willie is the man. Brother Willie is the man. He needs to. We are all working for Brother Willie. Okay, so he's the boss. He can take us and he can lead us how to make this successful. All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Walker. I got to get off. And again, I really appreciate your input in this. And please spread this word that every young adult, those who are coming out of jail, they should not think that they're alone. They should not think that they have no future. They should not think that we are there to support them. You, me, Brother Willie, Gary, anybody, those who are listening to this radio today, everybody needs to feel that they have the support. We are here to give them love, care, and they have the support. God bless.
Thank you so much. And listen, we just want to thank God for our Dr. Khanna and the initiative. Listen, we're going to be going over into our other portion of the program. The station break is coming up. And once we get on the other side of it, then we're going to have some comments. And for those of you that are online,